So today we are training on 5-star Karafuu Beach Resort and Spa in Zanzibar. I included a map so you can see where it is located. It's on a beautiful peninsula. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that picture you see there is exactly what it looks like. It's situated on the east coast, 65 kilometers from Stone Town and the airport, one of the most luxurious hotels. There's a few of them, but one of the most luxurious hotels on the east coast of Zanzibar. Karafuu Beach Resort and Spa has been granted an international 5-star rating. It's ideally located on a blissful stretch of palm-fringed beach with white sand and dazzling blue water. Just what you're after when you're looking for an idyllic holiday. These are some pictures of our pool areas. There are 3 pools with swim-up bars conveniently located around the resorts. So they're in different areas. So depending on where you want to spend the day or where your room is located, you have a pool with a swim-up bar close by. So we have one situated in the Bondeni area, we have one situated in the Maasai area, and then we have the main pool. And at all of these, you can sip on an exotic cocktail while sitting on these underwater stools. So stunning experience that you don't even have to leave the pool to get your cocktail. The bars are all sunken into the water. And the main bar is also right next to the pool. The main pool bar is right next to the beach, I mean. Then this is our main bar of the resort, and it's called Zanzibar, our main cocktail bar and shisha lounge. This is the area where the evenings continue with tropical cocktails and soft music and a beautiful view from the scenic veranda of the rest of the resort. As you can see, everything is thatch, everything is rustic. That is the look and feel of most of your resorts in Zanzibar. It is all still very African inspired with the island touch. Then we get to our restaurants. Kijiji is the main restaurant. It has a sea view terrace serving generous international themed buffets for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and it's included for all our guests. Then we have Bondeni Grill Fusion, which is located next to the Bondeni pool. It's ideal for grill specialities and fusion dishes. It's open for dinners 7 days a week. It's included on our all-inclusive. So this resort offers half board, full board and all-inclusive. Then we have Grand Bleu, breathtaking ocean views with feet in the sand. For gourmet lobster and seafood dinners, an extra charge will be applied. So lunch is included on your all-inclusive, so you can go sit there, have a beautiful view and feet in the sand. But then your dinners where they serve the seafood and the lobsters, those will be at an extra charge. It is a la carte restaurant and a specialty restaurant. Then we have Maasai Village, located within a perfectly reproduced, replicated African village, open twice a week, weather dependent because it's open air. It offers traditional Swahili and Maasai dinners with folklore dance performances included for all guests. But it is bookable because it's only open twice a week. Please make sure you book once you arrive at the resorts. And like I mentioned, weather dependent because it's all open air under the stars. Then we have Pizza More. So this is authentic its authentic, unique decor and ambience. It offers splendid choice of homemade, authentic Italian pizzas, traditional Italian starters, and many more, sure to satisfy everyone's taste buds. This is open for dinners 7 days a week, and it can take up to 60 clients. So please also just make sure you book, and it's included on your all-inclusive too. So lots of variety in terms of your cuisine. Then we get to our beach. So powder soft white sand. The beach is over 1 kilometer long and it is affected by the tide, like I mentioned. But this resort has a walkway built into the ocean, as you can see on that picture. So during low tide, you can actually walk on this walkway and you can go swim right at the end where the water is that turquoise strip that you see. So The walk is just as stunning as the swim at the end in the turquoise water. Do pack your reef shoes because it can be slippery. If you don't have, you can purchase at the markets in Zanzibar or even at the resort boutique. But this was such a experience that I loved. So we walked on the walkway, and then you can see the ocean bed exposed, and you see little puddles, and you see little fish and starfish, and the most beautiful shells, because these beaches aren't as commercialized and overpopulated as, for instance, Mauritius, that has been open for so many years. I'm sure it has changed in time, but they have the most beautiful shells on these beaches still, and you can't obviously take them because they check at the airport that no guests have things like that in their bags. So you're not encouraged to pick them up, leave them there, but you can admire them, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And the beach is really, really beautiful, soft white powder sand, very wide, lots of palm trees. So really such an idyllic island feel. Then we get to our rooms. So we have 7 categories. We have our garden rooms, which are 48 square meters. They can accommodate up to 3 passengers. And you have your little veranda outside with your table and chairs. The garden rooms are positioned at the top of the slope in the lush tropical gardens. Then we have our Maasai rooms, same size and can also take 3 guests. They are built around the new swimming pool, close to our vegetable and spice garden. So it's more a pool view room. And they're decorated in a typical Maasai style decor. So they look a little bit different than our garden rooms. Then we have our Bondeni pool rooms, also the same size and also accommodate 3 passengers. They are located inside the Bondeni area, which also includes their own pool and their own bar. And that's also the area where the Pizza Mall restaurant's located. It's also close to the fitness center. So it's also situated at the top of the slope in the lush tropical gardens, but it's facing the Bondeni swimming pool. Then we have our cottages, which are a bit bigger, 60 square meters, and they can accommodate up to 4 passengers. Situated on a gentle slope just behind the junior suites in the second row. Most of them offer a partial sea view because they're behind the junior suites. So a partial sea view through the lush palm tree tops, and you enter your room through your garden, a private little garden area. Then we have our junior suites, 60 square meters, and they can accommodate 4 passengers. So as you can see, they all face the ocean. So beautiful sea views, all sea facing with spectacular sea views. They are situated along the beachfront under a beautiful palm grove on, they say a cliff, but it's not really a cliff. It's just like a step down to the beach. And you also have your entrance through your little private garden where you have your veranda with your chairs and your table. Then we have our suites. They are 94 square meters. They can also take three clients. And this is where your bath category comes in, if I'm not mistaken. So situated along the beachfront under the beautiful palm groves, again with spectacular views of the ocean. You also enter through your private garden and directly to your ample living room with 2 sofas, a living corner, and 1 big bedroom and a dressing room. And then your bathroom with your bath. And you have your sea view with your private veranda and an external shower in your suites. Then we have our villas. So these villas are incredible, and I was lucky enough to stay in one of these villas. So we have 2 villas. They are 250 square meters and can take 6 passengers or 6 clients. It's our top room category. Situated along the white sandy beachfront under the palm grove with a spectacular view. You can enter from your private, you enter from there's like a private area where the villas are in there, right at the end of the resort. So you have these big doors where only you can enter through, and then you go to your villa, or you can enter from your pathway. So you have your private garden, you can enter from that side. As you can see, it's private. The other rooms are past a little gate area almost. So you have your private garden, and you have beautiful big living room, and each villa has 2 separate bedrooms with dressing rooms, 1 large living room, 2 bathrooms, and its own unique pool. So absolutely stunning. So this is the size of your bathrooms, really big with your freestanding bath. This is that's your front door that you see on the second picture, and then you have your living room area, which is also facing the pool, and then you have like a loft area where more people can sleep. So absolutely gorgeous, top of the range room category. But again, the same decor and feel throughout all the rooms, as you can see, very rustic, the dark wood with the Zanzibar island touch. Then I also included a map just so you can see where the rooms are located. So the yellow rooms are your junior suites, which has the best views, the sea views. The pink rooms are your garden rooms, so they're in 2 different locations. Then your red rooms, here by the pool here at the back, is your Bondeni pool rooms, so they are close to this pool and this pool bar. The green room is the Maasai pool room, so they're close to where the Maasai dinner area is as well. And then the purple one on the side, this is where the villas are. So there's a little gate here by the walkway, like a double door. And then there's a little coverage here so that you have your private garden. But then you walk through these little doors, or these doors, and then you have the 2 villas. So the villas kind of have a private area. Okay. Then we have lots of activities at the resort, complimentary and chargeable. So complimentary will be your gym. You get 1 free trial dive. We have a paddy diving center. Table tennis, tennis courts with your equipment, beach volley, pool table, bulls or bocce ball as we know it, indoor games room with darts and a pool table, and a football pitch. And then chargeable will be our full water sports center, including deep sea fishing, snorkeling and diving. So the paddy diving center, as I mentioned, and then kayaking. So we have all these activities that you can do from the resorts, but they are chargeable. So what a lot of people do, and that's the standard across Zanzibar resorts, is most of the water activities are chargeable. So a lot of people take their own masks and snorkels and flippers, and they snorkel just there from the beach, no extra charge. Otherwise you can rent from the sports center. Then we have our Samawati Spa, which is a stunning 450 square meters. The spa is one of our highlights at our resort. Right above, on a cliff area, on top of the white sandy beach, you'll find the tranquil world of our Samawati Spa. You have a beautiful infinity pool that overlooks the beach and the stunning ocean. Exclusive, and your 1 treatment room also has that beautiful view. Exclusive massages and signature treatments for men and women, and our outdoor talasso, that's what we call it, and our pool to revitalize your mind, body and spirit. Swedish, Swahili and Oriental style body treatments are done here. Facial treatments too, with natural and high quality products. We have honeymoon and couple treatments. We have a private deck. We have the talasso treatment, which is up there with that beautiful view. And then we also have a private sun deck, which is the picture on the right, where you have the little umbrella with the 2 chairs where you can go have a relaxation drink afterwards, with the most beautiful view because you're right on top of the cliff. Okay, then we do weddings at this resort. So you have a choice of location. Do you want to do it at the spa on the cliff? Do you want to do it in the gardens? Do you want to do it on the beach? And it makes the most stunning photos, because the sand at Zanzibar the sand and the ocean color is something you can't explain to someone until they see it. It's soft powder sand. There's no coral whatsoever. Like I say, you only have the most gorgeous shells. And then you have that turquoise see-through water. Okay, so charming and intimate locations where the most important moments of your life become just unforgettable. A private and unique romantic lounge facing the ocean can be reserved on request for your special dinners. So definitely one for weddings. And then we have a conference room that can take up to 150, and it's air conditioned, 150 seats in an air conditioned conference room. And we do include coffee breaks, and a lounge, a breakaway lounge for exclusive meeting and events. So for your conferencing and your groups or your weddings, this is also a great choice. Then our kiddies club. We have a kids club from 3 years old of potty trained. So it's also got beach sand everywhere and lots of things to play with. I know my kids will love all the toys that are there, little jungle gyms. So it's more for the smaller kids. For the older kids, they can partake in activities around the resort. We have lots of books, coloring, painting, face painting, sandcastle building, lots of fun things for the kids. Then we have 3 boutiques in this resort, which is also something that you don't really find, which is very, very unique. In our 3 boutiques, you'll find the African local crafts and arts and crafts. There's actually someone that paints all these traditional Maasai paintings that you can buy to take home as a souvenir. We have a drugstore where you can buy, if you've forgotten your toothpaste, or like we call it, almost like a little pharmacy, some medicine, things like that. We have our boutique where you can find your beachwear, jewelry, and then we have a Tanzanite store where you can actually buy real Tanzanite from Tanzania, jewelry from Tanzanite or Tanzanite stones or rings or earrings. So really beautiful and lots of options if you want to do some shopping at the resorts. Then I included just a little bit of info about Zanzibar itself. Zanzibar, you go to for relaxation. You go lie on the beach, drink your cocktails, look at the beautiful island, and then explore the island in terms of excursions. Okay, and all the excursions, you go with a transfer and you go do your excursion and you come back. We don't recommend that you do anything on your own or that you just leave the resort and go walk and take a taxi like you can in Mauritius. That's not the way Zanzibar works. Okay, and then some of my top excursions that I love and that I did was Stone Town City Tour. You can do a half day or a full day. I do recommend you go with a guide, and you have to do it at least once and see it. You go with a guide and they take you everywhere. They take you to the rooftop bar for drinks, so the highest bar in Stone Town in Zanzibar. Go have a drink there. You can see the whole of Stone Town from there. They take you through the streets and tell you the stories about this history, the culture, and you also get to visit, if you want to, you go to Freddie Mercury's house. You can take pictures outside, and then there's actually a museum in the house if you want to do that at an extra charge. Then we have Prison Island. We have those giant tortoises. We do a spice tour where you get to taste the spices, see how they use them in cooking.
Yeah, why you want to watch something?
To take home. We can also combine the spice tour and the Stone Town City tour.
Woman that seems to be transitioning from their fucking whatevers to making something of themselves come.
Okay, and then we have the Jazani Forest half-day tour. We have a swimming with dolphins tour. That's also lots of fun. Then the swimming and the interacting with turtles is actually my favorite. So that's right in Nungwi in the north. So the entrance wasn't too expensive. It was more the transfer that was was the pricier part. But in terms of excursions, it was on par. You actually go to the sanctuary where natural pools has formed, and the turtles actually come in there and they stay there during low tide, and then when it's high tide, they go out again and other turtles come in. So you as guests, again, take your reef shoes. You can get in with the turtles and sit there and they swim around you and you can just interact. It's so stunning, especially for animal lovers. I absolutely loved it. And they are so peaceful. And there's huge turtles and there's small ones. And the big ones are like over 200 years old, and really, really beautiful experience. So please do that. Tell your clients about those. Also, the Rock restaurants, something very special. This is actually, you can walk to this restaurant from Karafuu because it's right down the beach of where Karafuu is located. With high tide, they usually transfer you over with a little boat. Low tide, you can walk to the restaurant. It's a small little restaurant. It's not part of any resort, so it's not part of any meal plan. You're going to have to pay to go eat there, but it's small, intimate. It's very popular in Zanzibar. So if you do have maybe a honeymoon couple or someone that wants to go try it for drinks or dinner, I think it's a must-see. Then this is just one of my personal pictures I took of lower tide, but starting sundown starting, so the beautiful colors of the sky. This is a picture from the beach of the rooms. So again, this is the villa room. As you can see, the pool in the middle, and then the two rooms connected in the middle by the lounge area. So this is where we stayed, and our private little walkway. This was our private garden that I was standing in. This is a picture of the Bondeni pool, and there where you see the double story littered area, that's where you have your restaurant. And then on the side here, you can't see it really, but there's bar stools here, and then this is where your pool bar is located. So really a stunning all-rounder resort in terms of, I like the location, in terms of accessing excursions, beautiful beach, lots of room categories, food options, lots of pools, just in terms of space. I really loved Karafuu. I'm going to end off with a video. In the video, please have a look at that walkway that I mentioned. It's really stunning, and I'm happy to share the video with you guys as well if you want to use it to sell the resort to your clients. This little pool that you see here on this video before I play it is where our spa is. This is our spa pool. Okay. So it was a quick little video, but so stunning.